New videos every day.
Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
Hey, this is Dena Maddie with Today I Will Be Fit, and I'm here doing our second workout video to help stay motivated and keep you motivated throughout the year. So we're just going to get the muscles nice and loosened and start warming up and get a little bit of that blood flow going. So I want you to start at the very bottom. We'll start by just kind of wiggling your feet left and right. So kind of take that weight on your right leg and wiggle your feet. This kind of warms up the ankles and gets the blood flowing a little bit. So I hope you guys are ready to get feel that nice burn and feel tight in those glutes. So I was wondering, what do you guys think about my tan? I was trying to decide if I should go and obviously not lay in a bed, but go get a spray tan. What do you guys think about my tan skin? Do you think I can go a little bit tanner, or do you think I could like me the way I is? This is not really that tan for me, but I was thinking about going and getting a nice little spray tan. Just give myself a nice little healthy glow. What do you guys think? All right, so now that we're moving up past the ankles and getting more into like the knees, so we're just moving those legs, kind of shaking them out a little bit, and then take your right knee up, opening up those hips just a little bit, and getting nice and loose. You can go ahead and roll around your ankles and roll around your feet, and this is just a nice little steady, easy warm up to get your blood flowing. So I don't know. I think I could do a little bit of a spray tan. And I don't try to be Oompa Loompa orange though. You see those people in those fitness competitions and how they're bright orange. I'm not trying to be like that, but just a nice little healthy glow. So go ahead and kick it out, shake it out. Start in the upper body. Now we're moving on up the body. So take your hands, opposite hands across, and then just take them in and out. This just loosens up the shoulders, loosens up the arms, and then take your right hand in front and cross, and then just loosen up your arms. This is a really good if you're about to go running, if you're about to go do something, like it's a nice little exercise rather than just getting straight into it. This way it helps kind of warm up your blood flow just a little bit. So now that we're nice and loose, you guys feel nice and limber and loose, so we're going to go ahead and start with some lunges. So go ahead and go to the front of your mat or wherever, and then take that right leg back and down and bring that left leg back and down. We want to make sure that the knee does not go past the toes. This will hurt your knees. We do not want that. So right leg back and down. If you want, you can do a gentle little tap on the mat, but if you have bad knees, then don't do that. If this is a little challenging, you always can decrease range of motion. So you can always just take the knee and not take it all the way down. But this will work your quads. This will work your butt, which is what we're trying to do right now. And even the calves. So this is a nice, like full lower body workout right here. So just give me a couple more reps right here on each leg. Give me one more. I know you guys can do it. And then we'll switch up to the next exercise, which is a plie squat. So take your feet wider than hip distance apart, and you want to drive those knees out, and then just squat down and up. You'll feel this. You want to feel like you're pressing the floor apart. Like if I have this mat, I'm feeling like I'm trying to press the mat apart with my feet, and that will really activate your glutes, which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get that nice tight tush, right? So if you guys kind of start to feel it, make sure your knees aren't going in. You want to push those knees out. This is a plie squat. If you can, give me a little bit range of motion. Go ahead and get a little bit deeper, but just beginner level, just down and up is fine. So feel like you're pulling the floor apart on your way up, driving up and squeezing that butt on the way up. That's the most important part. Squeeze the tush on the way up, and that really activates your glutes, and that makes sure that we're doing the exercise right. So the next move is going to be leg lifts. So Really simple, but really, really effective. So put all of your weight on your left foot, and then take your right toe to the ground. And then me putting my hands on my hips really helps out with the balance. So just slowly, small little movements, just lift that right leg up off the ground. You want to make sure you keep a nice soft bend in your left knee. So don't lock it out, but keep it nice and bent and loose. And then just do tiny little leg lifts. And you'll feel that right in that glute medius, which is a really hard place to activate in your butt. There's 3 different muscles in your butt: glute major, the glute minor, and the glute medius, which is on the side. So just give me a couple more reps right here. And I don't know, I'm kind of liking the tan skin idea now that I talk about it. So make sure you keep that right knee just a little bit bent, keep all the weight on the right leg, and then just lift that left leg up. Nice and small movements. They're very small but very effective. And you should feel that already. I already feel that. And if I feel it, I know you feel it. If you feel it, make sure to give me a thumbs up and like my video, and then share it with all your friends. All the ones that you want to make sure have as nice tight tush as you do. So just give me a couple more reps right here. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to go into a regular squat. So I like to put my feet a little bit wider than hip distance, but not quite as wide as a plie squat. And then you want to drive your knees out and then sink it down and then back up again. So we want to make sure to protect our knees, that we're pushing our knees out on the way in and on the way up. And this helps protect the knees from injury, which is what we want. If you have bad knees, or if this is tough for you, then decrease range of motion. No big deal. But I want to make sure that your knees are not forward and that you're not going like that. So kind of feel like you're putting your weight more like on your heels, like you're about to fall backwards. It's okay to fall a little bit. It's like I just fell a little bit. It's okay. But the idea is to keep your core nice and tight and keep your chest lifted. Like if you have something written on your shirt, I should be able to read it whenever I'm looking at you. So no collapse, none of this. This is really bad. So make sure that you're nice up and lifted and your chest is up. And this actually works your core too, believe it or not, because you have to stabilize those muscles. You have to stabilize your body when you're going down in that squat. So you don't have to get as low as I do, but this is definitely the ideal position that you're working with. So give me a couple more right here. I'm already breathing a little heavy. I'm already feeling it. So are you feeling it too? So give me 2 more, and then 2. Squeeze the butt on the way up, and 1. Now into our next movement. So we're going to get on the ground for this one. So get into a tabletop position where your hips are in line with your knees and your shoulders are in line with your wrists. So take that right leg up and then flex the foot, and then just tiny little movements, tiny little pulses. So pulse it up, 2, 3, 4. Just give me like 8 of these. 7. I already feel that burn. So the left side, and here we go. Just pulse it up. And I kind of like my hair curly. I was trying to decide if I should do curly or straight. I never really have my hair down in these videos, so I was wondering what you guys think of it. Give me 2 and 1. Now we're going to flip over onto our backs and do a bridge pose, which is very effective in building those glute muscles, but also in toning as well. So you want to make sure that your knees are in line with your heels, and just take it up and squeeze your butt on the way up, and then drive it up. You'd be surprised how much weight you can throw around in one of these exercises. I've actually lifted about 225 pounds with my hips and the barbell with this exercise. So you wouldn't be able to tell with my tiny little booty, but I can actually, these hips don't lie, and they can lift 200 pounds. So This is really effective if you are trying to get stronger and build those glute muscles, which actually will tighten up that lower underneath the tush area that everybody wants to be nice and lifted, that those nice cute yoga pants, do all that special work for you. If you want a better butt, do these exercises. If you want, you can also add weight on that too. So we're going to get back up and go back to those lunges again. So back to square one. You guys know these exercises. You're feeling me now. Are you feeling the burn yet? Because I know I'm feeling the burn. They're just super simple, trying to avoid injury and impact, so that way we protect those knees, protect the joints. I like the reverse lunges rather than the forward lunges because I feel like I'm not going to have that knee over that toe, because you do not want to have your knee past your toe unless you want some knee problems later on in life. And we don't want that. Nobody wants that. Knees are very important. So also, if you have bad knees, then decrease range of motion. So just don't go as far down, but still do the exercises, because strengthening the muscles around the knees is also really important to prevent injury and make sure that you're strong. I'm already breathing heavy. If you guys are breathing heavy, then you make sure to like me and give me a thumbs up. So here's for the plie squats, which your feet are wider than hip distance apart, wider than in a regular squat. And then make sure you push those knees out and come up and squeeze that tush. So in and out. If you haven't stretched very much, this actually will be a nice little hip opener. And it feels really good if you drive a lot, if you sit in front of a computer at a desk all day, then you can really find some stretching. This will really feel really good if you sit all day or drive. I do a lot of driving for my job, so this will definitely help open up those hips just a little bit. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. So down, squeeze that tush on the way up, and then drop that butt back. So we want to protect those knees, so push those knees out, not forward. Right? That's the best way to do that movement. All right, guys, how are you feeling so far? You guys liking it? Do you like the curly hair? Do you like the hair down? Curly or straight? I don't know. Curly or straight? What are you thinking? I kind of like the curly too. All right. So back to leg lifts. So weight on that left foot, and then touch that toe to the ground, and then just small little lifts. You should feel that butt squeezing. You should feel that butt taut and the glute muscles activated, keeping a slight bend in your right leg and your left leg to protect the knee as well. You don't want to lock the knee out because that'll prevent blood flow, and we don't want anybody passing out on us, do we? Give me 3, 2, and 1, and switch to the other side. So make sure you keep a nice little soft bend, so you kind of even, you should be able to bounce up and down, even though that's not really what I'm looking for. So just squeeze that tush, and just small movements, small but effective. Give me just a couple more right here. Give me 3, 2, and 1, and then back to our regular squat, which you kind of want to feel like you're dropping your hips back and coming up. So don't just go straight down. This is not an elevator. You're not going up and down on the elevator. It's almost like you're sitting on a dirty toilet, almost. So you're reaching your butt back. You almost, if you have a chair underneath you, you can even practice that type of movement. You can practice sitting on a chair just by reaching your butt back. The worst thing that can happen is you fall backwards just a little bit, but the ground's not that far. So make sure you're pushing those knees out and not collapsing them in. We want the knees out. That's the best way to prevent knee injury later on. So if this is tough, you can always decrease range of motion, but still keeping that butt back. That's what we want. Down and then up. How you guys feeling so far? You sweating yet? Yeah, you feel a little warm? Give me just a couple more right here. 3. If you're breathing heavy like me, then make sure you leave me a comment. It can be nice, it can be mean, I don't really care. But I do like hearing your opinions. They're always really interesting. And 1. So back down to the ground. We're going to do a little tabletop right here. So make sure that your hips are in line and your elbows are in line with your shoulders and your wrists. This will protect your wrist joints. If your wrists are, if you have weak wrists or bad wrists, you can always do a fist too, and that'll help, from any strain. So right leg up, and then just small little pulses. And keep that foot flexed, like if you have like a pizza on your foot. I don't know why I said pizza, but like you want to keep that pizza flat, and you just want to bring it an inch or 2 higher. So this is a small, subtle movement, but it's very effective, and you should feel it right there in that tush. But don't fall. All right, left foot, and bring it up. And just small, little tiny pulses. If your knees hurt, and this is too much on your knees, you can always fold the mat, which adds a little bit more padding. Or if that still doesn't help, you can always have a small pillow or a small little blanket and put that under your knees to protect those knee joints as well. Just give me 2 and 1, and then flip over into that bridge, which is the single most effective way to build some glute muscles. So you want to make sure that your feet are in line and pointing straight, and that your knees are over your ankles. This will help protect your knees. And just squeeze your butt up. You should feel your muscles completely taut. And on the way up, squeeze. And this right here is a simple but effective way to get a nice little tight booty. So up. And give me a couple more rounds of this. I know you can do it. I know you're feeling it. But you're strong, right? You're stronger than you think you are. You can do another 2 more. 2 and 1. How's it feeling so far? You guys, if you keep doing this video over and over again, you'll actually be surprised at what you find, that it gets easier over time. We're going to go back and do another round of those lunges. So drop that leg back. If you want to add something that makes it a little bit more challenging, you can drop the knee softly and touch the ground, and that'll increase your range of motion, which makes things a little challenging. If you're crazy strong and this is super easy for you, then what are you doing? Grab some weights, because I know I want to be challenged when you're doing my videos, don't you? The cool thing is you can do this whether you're a beginner or whether you're an expert. I'm most certainly no expert, but I definitely like getting the most out of my money, right? Okay, guys, just give me a couple more right here. If you're breathing heavy, then make sure to share my video with your friends and leave me a little comment telling me how much you like it. So plie squats, you're gonna have the feet out, pointing at a 45-degree angle out, and then back and up. Squeeze that butt. If you want, make it more challenging, then add that range of motion. Then drop it down, but make sure you're pushing those knees out. So I'm thinking tan skin and curly hair. I kind of like it. Maybe the next video I'll be tan and I'll have straight hair. I like to keep you guys guessing. So push those knees out on the way up, and then squeeze that butt. That's going to make the biggest bang for your buck in these movements, right? Nobody wants to spend time doing some of them if it's not effective, right? So little amount of time, lots of effectiveness. And then squeeze. Give me 2 more. 2 and 1. Here we go. Back to the leg lifts. muscle weight on your left leg. Remember that slight bend, and just squeeze. Small little leg lift. This is tough. This is a balancing issue. You can always do this against a wall. I know everybody has a wall in their house, right? Everybody's got a wall they can use. So you can put your hands up against the wall if that makes the balancing a little bit easier. Give me another couple right here, 2 and 1, and then switch sides. Make sure that soft bend in your right knee, and then small little movements. You're kind of kicking out right behind you or slightly to the side, and this maximizes that effectiveness. You can even feel it. Put your hand on that muscle to make sure you're activating. It should be tight, and it should not be soft. So give me another 2 and 1, and then back to regular squats. So we want to keep that chest nice and lifted. If you collapse down, then just lower your range of motion. But you want to think of going back and then squeezing your butt on the way up and pushing those knees out on the way up too. A lot of times I see stuff like this. We don't want that. We don't push the knees out. And that way you have a stronger squat, and also it'll be safer for your knees in the future. You guys sweating yet? You breathing heavy? If you're not, then you're probably not doing this workout. So you should probably get out from behind your computer and then join me along. Come on, guys, follow along with me. Just give me another couple right here. 3, and then 2, squeeze that butt, and then 1. Here we go. Down to the bottom, back to tabletop again. Oops, that's not tabletop. This is tabletop. I got ahead of myself right there. So make sure all of your hips are in line with your knees, and then just take that right leg up and just pulse to the ceiling, keeping that foot flexed. Like I said, small movements, super effective. You should be definitely feeling this in your right glute. Give me another 3, 2, and 1. And switch sides. If this hurts your knees, like I said, a small little blanket or adding a little bit more padding on your mat will help. A tiny pillow, something, not something too thick, but just something to protect that knee. Give me another 3, 2, and 1. And then flip around to do that bridge. It's my favorite butt exercise. So you can heels and your knees in line, and then squeeze up and then back down, up, and then drive up and squeeze. Make sure you got that squeeze then. That's gonna make your butt nice and toned. It's gonna bring up that lower side of the butt that instead of having to use yoga pants, you can just use your actual muscles to make your butt look good. And believe it or not, strengthening your butt muscles and strengthening your glutes is not going to make you have a bigger butt. It might if you are weightlifting, but this is just going to make you toned, and this is going to, if you already have a big butt and you want it to make it smaller, this is the way to do it. So, squeeze up, because we all know we're all about that base, right? No treble. Okay, guys, so we're going to do a few stretching movements to cool down. So go ahead and take your right leg and put it over your left leg, kind of like almost like Indian style, and you'll feel this in your right glute. And you can press down on that right knee just a little bit and lean forward, and this helps open up that hip, and that helps stretch out your glutes. So press on that knee just a little bit, and then take your right leg out and do like a figure 4, basically. Let me show you from this angle. And you can walk your butt just a little bit closer to your hips, and this, you should feel this in your right glute. This should feel really good after those workouts that we just did. And you can also press on that right leg, or make sure that that right knee is going towards the opposite direction, so that way you can get that nice big stretch. Now we'll do the other side. So put your left leg over, and this just kind of opens up your hip just a little bit. You should feel this right here, and press that knee down just a little bit. You should definitely feel that stretch, and this is really good if you do a lot of sitting in computers, if you do a lot of driving. It's really good to help open up your hips too. And then take your right foot out and cross your left leg over your right knee, and then walk your butt forward just a little bit. If this is too much, then take it back. It's okay. But this will really help. You should feel this all along that glute muscle. And this is a nice stretch to keep it nice and open. And it's important to do stretching after you work out. It's important to do stretching before you work out to loosen up your muscles, but you want to make sure you're moving before the workout. So it's called dynamic stretching before your workout, because we don't want to do stuff like this before the workout because they're cold muscles. If you stretch cold muscles, then you can injure yourself. So go ahead and stand up, and if you can balance, then go ahead and balance. But if you need a wall, then you can grab a wall to do this. But take that right foot into your hand and then stretch out that quad right there. For me, for some reason, it helps if I pretend like I'm against the wall. But you want to keep that knee in. We don't want that knee out. And then go ahead and switch it up. I like taking my right hand to my left foot. I feel like I get a really good stretch, but I also might fall. So it's okay to laugh. It's okay to fall. It's no big deal. So, but make sure you're pointing the knee towards the ground, and that really helps protect the knee as well. All right, now loosen it up. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for following along today, guys. This is Dena Maddie. If you want to find out more about me, visit my website at Today I Will Be Fit, and make sure to subscribe to the Psychetruth channel so you can check out all my future videos, and make sure to leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Curly hair straight. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. Thank you.